Oh man, I get to be a solo singer this year. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Grandma Nancy, Mama Morris Patrick Walters. Happy birthday to you. How do you like that? Good enough?
Good enough.
I ain't a Sinatra.
That's it.
Get your wish in there.
Yeah.
Don't know what's happening yet this weekend. I don't think there's any shows or anything.
You don't think what?
There's any shows or anything in particular that I was... Oh, you know what? I forgot. I got a little bit of this for you to try out.
Pothole.
Michigan Pothole. It's our Ashby Sterling. 14% butterfat. It's an ultra premium ice cream. This is the chocolate. You can try a little bit of this. Now I really like this, but when I had 2 scoops, see these little pieces of chocolate in here?
Uh-huh.
When I got into the second scoop, it was like there was just too many. You know what I mean? And if I was younger, I would have liked that, but there was just way too many.
Way too many.
Of these little chocolate chunks.
Yeah.
So to me, like 1 scoop's good, but check that out. It's pretty killer. I could probably do without the big chocolate, these chunks. If they had like maybe 1/4 of the amount in there.
Mm.
But when we first got that in, I almost brought some home that time. I was like nuts about it. I was like, oh, that's my second favorite now. Now it's back to third.
It's back to third, huh?
Yeah, because we got one called Milky Way. I'll have to bring that home. That's my second favorite one. And that one I can eat anytime. My favorite one, the peanut butter brownie, even that one I'm not always in the mood for. But the Milky Way I can eat anytime. See, just like that one bite, I got 2 of those. That's a little much for me.
I bet the girls would like that.
So I was saying when I was younger, I would have been like, yes. But I'm like, I just want the ice cream mainly. You know what I mean? Like I don't want all the, I don't mind a little bit of. But yeah, it got to where on that one batch, I was spitting them out, and I kind of felt bad for wasting them, but I was like, I can't eat all that fudge or whatever. You like the taste of it?
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, it's kind of got a different taste. That that stuff in there, that part, it's kind of gritty, and it gives it a. I like the texture. It slightly reminds me when Lee's Famous Recipe had those Boston cream pie, those little dessert cups. When you mix it up, there's a certain texture.
Yeah. Those were good, weren't they?
Those were so good. I'm still like, to this day, I'm like, dude.
Those were good.
Those were super good.
Now I'll be all hyped up before I go to bed and won't never go to sleep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I guess we're just gonna have to go to the Dixie Lounge after this.
Oh, yeah.
Go have us a beer before you go to bed and I go to work up at Mavericks. Pretty good.
Yep. It was good.
So I got, well, there's your card.
Well, thank you.
Did you want any more right now? Are you good?
Yeah. That's very funny.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, that's cute. 2024. Archaeologist.
Think when you get to 2047, you'll be an antique. And here, this year, I got you some different little sweets to try.
This is what I need.
Let me see. So yeah, so this one, it's just, there's one of everything in there, so everything in there is different. So as you get down in there, you're not gonna have to eat the same stuff twice. So you'll be able to.
Them girls will have that eat before.
You're gonna need to put this in your room, cause I picked this out for you.
I know.
One
but
each.
I don't need to eat that stuff. And when I
You
when I
don't eat a lot.
I know, but when I start eating it, I want to eat.
You just get you a piece here and there.
I don't-
That way you don't.
I don't do that.
That way you don't drink you a full pop or something.
I don't do that.
Because I also got you this one. And that's got a few little things, but this is mainly just different flavored taffies. So it's different taffies. Every one's a different flavor. And you'll just have to figure it out. It'll be a. I didn't get none of the weird ones, like, because we got a pickle one and stuff. I didn't get
Yeah, I
you.
don't get me.
I didn't get you nothing weird. It's all stuff you'll like. And then, just so you can have some first experiences. Something. Orange ginger chews. It's a cute package, huh? Just something, like I said, you know, you might have a little sweet tooth and you don't want to eat some, and you just, a little chew or something, you know what I mean? See what that's about. And I got you some cherry drops, old-fashioned sanded drops. That way you can just have a little blast.
Yeah.
And I want to try these because I don't know that flavor, the Whorehound. Do you know?
Yeah, I know it.
Do you like Whorehound?
Whorehound's good for your throat.
Like if you got a sore throat or something?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I know people come in and get those and they say they're good. For when you want a little kick, there's Hot Lips Cinnamon Mint. If you want you a little cinnamon blast. And I got you, there's the orange and cream savers. And then the strawberries and cream. They took those off the market for like 15 years and they're back and never, you know what I mean? Do you remember those?
No.
They're good. You're gonna like those. Just something like when you're chilling, just something to pop in.
Yeah, but I shouldn't be eating all that sweet stuff.
It's one little piece of hard candy. It's stuff for you
But
to try.
You don't understand.
It's stuff for you to try.
Then I.
Well,
Like
I'll
it.
take it downstairs
Then I
and
eat it.
I'll come up and drop you 2 pieces off at a time. I'll ration you. These are popular. It's chocolate cream filled little biscuit stick things. Have you ever had those?
No.
So the same thing. These are like the same thing. It's a different brand, but it's Pocky. So that's like the chocolate. That's like the banana style flavor. And then there's a strawberry flavor. That way you can try those out and see what they're about. And then I got you, these are real popular, these mochis, Japanese candy. Have you ever had it?
What is it?
It's like a chocolate, but it's almost like when you bite into it, it's soft almost, and it's got like a pudding inside almost.
Huh.
But yeah, that's mochi. So that's like the well, actually this is made in Taiwan. It's Taiwanese, I guess. And then that's the vanilla kind. Just something different. You want to try one?
No.
Right now?
No.
You don't want to try one right now?
No. I'm trying to go to bed, go to sleep.
Well, we'll try one later. Cause like all this stuff I'd like to try because I've never had it. Well, these I've had, but it's been a long time. But the rest of it, I think it's little things, and then this is when you actually want to snack like 2 or 3 pieces of candy, snack on it. And that's more like if you just want something sweet. You know what I mean? Maybe you're gonna go to the library and you want something just in your mouth. But just figure it'd be something you'd actually use.
I guess. I tried.
And it's something different. I
Tried it.
wanted you to have something different
I've
to
been
try.
trying to stay away from all this sweet
Well,
stuff.
you don't have to eat it all. It's just a
But
try.
I do.
Me and the girls will help you with it.
The girls will help me.
But like I said, these ones in particular, I just put one of each thing. That way you could try the different candies we have at the store in our bulk section. That way you know. Because there might be one of them where you're like, ooh, I like those. Now, if you ever bring me anything, bring me those blue sharks. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I'd eat a couple of those. And then, you know what I mean? Then you can tell me like what your favorite ones are. Because I like to know that stuff. You know what I mean? We like to know what people like. So. Well, happy birthday.
Thank you.
I love you. You say it back.
Hmm?
Say it back.
What?
I love you.
I love you.
I love you.
Happy birthday, Darrick.
Thank you, Nancy. Tell me happy 77th birthday because
Happy 77th birthday.
okay. Because if I actually make it to 77, I doubt you'll be around to tell me in person.
You heard what Cody said about Brittany, didn't you? About her gonna be 35.
Mm-mm.
She's gonna be 35, you know, tomorrow, Thursday.
Yeah.
Thursday. And she's real upset about it, you know, because she's going to be 35. And you know what Brad told her? Brad says you're halfway to 70. And she got real mad at him.
Well, what's the big difference between 34 and 35?
I don't know.
Because 34 is the one, because like I said, 34 is when she hit her mid-30s. So 34, 35, and 36 should all have the same impact. It's 37 when she's like, oh, now you're in your late 30s. Now you're in your late 30s.
Now you're going towards your 40 mark.
You know what I mean? That's your last 3 years. You know, you're like, when you're 31, 32, 33, you're early 30s. When you're 30, you're just 30.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, oh, I'm 30. Which means like I'm straddling the fence. I was just in my 20s.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But 31, 30, just like me, this year when I turned 44, I left my early 40s and I entered my mid 40s. You know what I mean? So 45 and 46 ain't going to be much of a difference because it's my mid 40s. Now 45, I guess you could think like that's really the middle. Maybe that's what she's thinking. Like
Maybe
this is the middle.
Yeah.
Like, oh,
She's
half my 30s are gone.
Yeah, almost. Halfway gone.
You know? But,
yeah, Cody says she got so upset with Brad. Brad says, I didn't know I wasn't supposed to say that. Cody says, you ain't supposed to say that. Hey, girls and ladies, you're not supposed to say that about your age.
Now, you know one thing I do now?
What?
And I've always known it. You know, I mean, you don't ever ask a woman her age.
Yeah.
But when I'm up at Rad Candy, if a lady mentions something and it's from my time period, you know what I mean? She's like Garbage Pail Kids or something. And a lot of them, for some reason, think I'm younger than I am. You know what I mean? So I'll be like, well, how old are you? And they'll be like, oh. And I'll be like, and they'll be like, I'm old. And I'm like, okay, I get, yeah. But how old are you? And they'll be like, 42. And I'll be like, all right, so you're 2 years younger than me. And then they're like, oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean? Or if they're like, right, 2 years older than me,
Yeah.
I'll be like, well, I'm right there. I'm 44. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then even then, they still feel like, oh, but I'm older. And then what I do to automatically make them kick into it and their whole demeanor switches, I'm like, so you were a senior when I was a sophomore, so you're like an upperclassman. And then they're like, that's right, little boy. You know what I mean? They get this high school feel to them. They're like, oh, that's right. You know what I mean? Or if it is somebody else, I'll be like, I was a senior when you were a freshman. And then they're like, oh, okay, like you're an old guy. I can talk to you about old people stuff. But it'll be that because I'll want to chime in. You know what I mean? Because some of them will be my age and they'll be talking. They'll be like, you don't know nothing about that. I'll be like, no, I wasn't buying that off the rack at Elder Behrman in 1983 myself. And they're like, are you that old? And I'm like, yeah. You know what I mean? Like, they're like, oh, okay, well, you know. Like, there's a guy in there today, and I mean, he looked 20 years older than me. You know what I mean? He looked like an older guy. But he mentioned something. He said something, he's like, man, you remember when the Three Musketeers were just big, and they were just so big? And I was like, I don't remember that. And he was like, well, how old are you? And I was like, 44. And he's like, well, you should, we're the same age. You know, I was like, oh, are we? You know what I mean? He was like, we're the same age. He was like, you should remember that. He says, now they're broken in two pieces. And I was like, oh, you mean just when it was connected?
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, but I thought he was talking like